Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are doing a fall fragrance oil review video of all of my favorite fragrance oil suppliers. If you don't know me, my name's Monica and I make content about working 9 to 5, owning small business, lifestyle, productivity, all these fun things. And I've been getting so many requests to do a little review video on my favorite candle fragrance oil suppliers. And I think this is possibly the best time to do this video because it's the fall time, or technically it's still August, but we're getting into the fall time and it's all cozy vibes. Fall scents are some of my favorite fragrances, so let me show you what I got. I basically ordered every single fall fragrance from 5 different suppliers and I'm going to test them all out for you. First, we're going to do a little sniff test out of the little trial bottles, and then for each of these fragrances I'm going to make a candle. I'll let you know how the cold throw is once it is blended in with the wax and settled, and then we're going to do a little giveaway. Because what am I gonna do with all of these trial tester candles? I would rather give them all out to you guys. So stay tuned to the end to find out the details of the giveaway. Let's get started. Should we start with the obvious one? I think we should. This is from Makesy. Not only do I have these new ones that I ordered about a week ago, I also have these older ones that I ordered last year before the fall season. I love the packaging. It's one of my favorite things about Makesy. Everything just comes so high quality but also very aesthetic, and I appreciate that about them. I believe all these older scents are still available on their site, which is why I'm going to go through them, but let's start with the ones that I recently ordered. Starting off strong with Silky Woods and Ambrosial Spice. These all come as droppers. These are the tester, I think 0.33 ounces. Yes, 10 milliliters, 0.33 ounces. It smells nice, kind of sweet, which is interesting because it's Silky Woods and Ambrosial Spice. We have cardamom tea and grapefruit. Oh, I like this. This one smells like an air freshener, like something you would want to put, like plug in to your bathroom. Kind of fruity, but also very clean. Frankincense and myrrh. The way I chose all of these scents, by the way, is they're usually filters on the supplier's websites that say autumn scents or like fall fragrances, and that's what I filtered by and found all these. I forgot to get coffee beans to like reset my palette, so this is gonna be interesting. This one's nice. Frankincense, if you know what it smells like, it's like very distinct and it smells exactly like frankincense. I don't really get too much of anything else in this. Flowering clove and sandalwood. When I think fall, I always think of clove for some reason. Oh, this is interesting. It's like a floral clove. It's not as like harsh and sharp. This is like a very accurately named fragrance. Flowering clove and sandalwood. Baked apples and mulled spice. I am most excited about these sweet scents. Those are my personal favorite candles. I know they're not everyone's, but oh gosh, this is my favorite one so far. Okay, it does smell like baked apple pie, but not so sweet. Like they definitely add in the mulled spice. Highly recommend this one. Sultry blossoms and vanilla woods. This one I think is going to smell sophisticated. Yeah, this one smells like an older woman's perfume, but like in a good way. Like you're walking past someone and you're like, ooh, she smells good, and then you look back and she's like a very put together woman. And I love the vanilla like hint. I kind of like this one, but I don't think I would do it for a fall like collection. Cranberry and Mediterranean fig. I completely forgot cranberry is like something that people like to smell in the fall time, so this is the first time I got any sort of like cranberry related scents. This one I'm really having trouble opening. My fiance's still sleeping, so he can't help me. Ooh, definitely smell the cranberry, but it's not sour. It's like a very sweet cranberry. I don't think this is my personal favorite, but it does remind me of Thanksgiving. Upcycled cardamom and pecan cream. I really like that they have these upcycled type fragrances. This one's either I'm starting to lose my sense of smell or it's not as strong. This one smells like coffee creamer. I don't get too much cardamom, but again, that's my bad because I probably should have gotten some coffee beans to like reset my nose. Autumn spice and pumpkin patch. I'm very excited for this one. I think this is a newer one from what I remember. This is what you smell when you walk in to a pumpkin patch. You smell like the fresh air, the pumpkins. Over in the corner they're making like apple cider donuts. It's like there's cinnamon, like definitely. I love this. Wait, I want to use this one. Okay, no one steal my ideas. I'm just kidding. you should definitely consider this one in your autumn collection. Toasted marshmallow and pumpkin brulee, another newer one I believe, and I am excited. Oh, weird. No, this one isn't for me. Okay, it does smell like marshmallows, but not like the fiery side of s'mores, you know? But it just smells really sweet from the marshmallow, and then the pumpkin brulee is throwing me off a little bit too because that's also really sweet. This one's okay. Let me give this one a second chance. I'm separating all these into piles. My it's okay, it's like fine, the absolutely not, and the definitely yes. So 3 different buckets. I'm gonna start a 4th bucket called give it another try after I smell some coffee beans, so that I have a reset nose and I can give it a second chance. And last but not least, from this new bag of makesy fragrances is Penang Ginger and Saffron Suede. Well, I love that. And this is going in the absolutely yes pile. This one does smell more sophisticated. There's like a hint of ginger. It's not so strong where you're like, oh, okay, that's like ginger. Anything that has suede in the name also, I noticed, I think just smells really like grown up. All right, and in case you missed last year's fragrances, I will be going through some of the older ones I got last year because I think they still have most of these available on their site. This one is actually on sale right now. It's the maple chai and sweet cream scent. It's definitely mostly maple syrup scented. Like I get the tiniest bit of chai at the end. Like I'm reminded of pancakes when I smell this, and I think it's just like a little too sweet. I really wanted some more like spicy chai scents in there. Could totally get why people would like this, and maybe like call it not chai and call it maple syrup instead or something like that. Apple rind and cinnamon. Very straightforward. I don't remember what most of these smell like because I haven't smelled them since last year, so it smells exactly like this. It's not like a sweet apple scent, more like sour. I don't like necessarily like you know what I mean. They're like sweeter apples and then they're not as sweet apples. This smells like the not as sweet apple. I do get cinnamon, but not too much. Baked apples and mold spice. If you're deciding between these two, this one is the one I would go with. The baked apples and mold spice. Harvest melange and clove leaves. I don't know what a harvest melange is. I'm confused. Mixture or medley. That's what it means. And I do get that. It does smell sweeter. What are the notes in this? That's what it is. I'm getting a lot of apples and peaches in here, as if it's like a peach pie or like apple pie. I'm like reading the top, middle, and base notes off of the Makesy website right now. That's another thing that's really great about Makesy. They give you all of the notes on the website so you don't have to guess what you're smelling. I like this one. I don't know why, but I really like it. Buttery caramel and spice cider. It just sounds amazing, and I can picture a caramel apple right now. That's exactly what it smells like, caramel. And there's like a complicated mix of like apple cider and butter. So good for them. That's very accurate. I wouldn't make a candle out of this. I would just like sniff it every now and then to enjoy it. But if you're into like the buttery caramel apple smell, just for you. Natural macadamia latte and chai leaves. This one intrigued me last year. I remember reading this scent and was like, that is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. And I like it, but it's a little too spiced for me. I have issues with chai. It's either too spiced of a chai or too sweet of a chai. I have trouble finding an in-between fragrance. I just looked it up. This one's also on sale right now at Makesy if you want to grab it. Not my favorite, unfortunately. I would understand if you said you loved it, but I don't. Pumpkin and persimmon. Persimmon. How do you say this? I've like read this in my head so many times and I don't know how to actually say it. Persimmon? It smells good. Like it smells like pumpkin, but it doesn't smell like pumpkin pie. It's not sweet. It smells like a classic pumpkin. It does have like a citrusy note as well. I think there's orange or like orange peel and like maybe a little lemon or something of that sort. This one's okay. It smells like pumpkin and it's not too sweet. All right, those are the only fall fragrances I have from Makesy. If I missed any, please let me know. But let's move on to the next supplier. Let's go to Brambleberry. Brambleberry packaged everything up in this box. This is how everything comes. Like they put them in their own little slots. So that's good. Okay, first one, Crisp Apple Rose. This sounded interesting. Their bottles are glass. I mean, Makesy's were also glass. This is good. Brambleberry is just an open top. I'm trying not to like spill this, but hopefully you can see that. Tart. That's the word I was looking for. Sweet apples and tart apples. This is a tart apple, but because of like the sweet rose smell, it's good. I'm putting this in my absolutely yes pile. I think I really like apple scents because I'm looking at my lineup right now and there's good amount of apples. Okay, pumpkin sandalwood. Another one I was intrigued by because I love pumpkin scents and I love sandalwood scents. And my best seller on my shop right now is my sandalwood scent. Oh, Okay, I don't think these two scents go together for me. Oh wow, this is actually out of stock on their website right now, so people really like it, I guess. It is unique. It is unique. Again, I can see how someone would like this, but it's not for me. I think there's like orange in here, like an orange note, and that's throwing me off. Cashmere. I don't actually know what cashmere smells like. I don't think I own anything cashmere. I can't smell it. I put this in the give it another try pile. Apple sage, yet another apple fragrance. Delicious. It smells like apple and sage. This one is like a more classic apple scent, I think, when you pick up a candle and it says like an apple, like spiced apple kind of thing. This is like what I normally smell at stores, I think. It's like a very familiar scent. Pumpkin spice. It smells like a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. This is filled to the brim. It does remind me of literally anything that is pumpkin spice. It smells exactly the same. Autumn fig harvest. Oh, yummy. This one's sweet. It smells like a fig. If you haven't smelled a fig before, you should. It's delicious. But I wouldn't put this in a candle. It's not like so good where I'm like, oh, we should make that a candle. I just looked it up. It says apple, lemon, and ginger are a few notes in here, and I definitely smell that. Vanilla, apple, cinnamon. Obviously I love it because it's apples. And I do get cinnamon, but I also get the vanilla. This one's like more complicated. There's like a lot going on, kind of apple scent. I like it. I would almost make it like a lotion, not as much of a candle. Sugar and spice. It smells like I'm baking a cake or making like cinnamon rolls and I'm mixing it together, and you know that like scent you get while you're baking, like the oven's on, it's like kind of warm and cozy, and like you smell the flour and the sugar and cinnamons everywhere. Sunflower, sandalwood, and I think sunflowers are like a very fall thing. This one to try if you love deep floral fragrances. I don't know what sunflowers smell like, so, and this isn't reminding me of something, but there is a lot of like that muskier, the amber, the sandalwood, the musk, like the undertones. I'm getting a lot of that, so it's very strong, like very masculine-esque. I wouldn't smell this and immediately think sunflower though, but that's just me because apparently I don't know what sunflowers smell like. Also, please give these all a try on your own, or enter my giveaway and potentially win some of these trial candles that I'm about to make, because I would hate to make you not pick one of these just because I personally don't like them. We all have different smells and noses, but just giving you my personal opinions. And the last one in this little box is warm flannel, and I was intrigued because I keep seeing flannel fragrance oils and I have no idea what flannel smells like. Oh wait, I do. It smells like flannel. Brambleberry says it's a comforting mix of bergamot orange, nutmeg cream, vanilla orchid, cedar, patchouli, sandalwood, and amber. That's like a lot of things. And this one I think is comfy. Like it's one of the comfiest fragrance oils I've smelled so far. We're done with Brambleberry. Let's move on to Candlescience. Love Candlescience. They're also slightly more affordable than Makesy, definitely, and then Brambleberry. Started with some cinnamon chai. There's a lot going on in their labels. They put basically every single detail on here. That's so good. This is, so when I was talking about my complaint about chai and the spectrum of chai fragrance oils, this is like really close to being perfect for me. This is an absolutely yes. Fallen leaves. I'm expecting woodsy. I'm expecting a little bit like of damp vibes. Whoa, it smells a lot more fresh than I thought it would. The 16 ounce of this is sold out, which means people love this. So there's, whoa, the base is pecan and cedar. For some reason I really like this one, so putting it on the yes pile. Apples and maple bourbon. That's good. It smells like bourbon and maple and apples. The bourbon does smell like fall to me. This is a very fall scent. Not 100% for me, but I would. If I smelled this in a store, I'd be like, ooh, that's yummy, but I wouldn't buy it. You know what I mean? Cranberry Prosecco, another alcoholic one. Oh, this is yummy. I think I like the alcoholic ones where it's like wine. This one smells like holidays though, like New Year's Eve. Think about that one. Vanilla chestnut. Expecting vanilla and chestnut. That's exactly what I got. Whoa, I'm getting a lot more chestnut than I thought I would. Delicious smelling. Smells like a lot of different nuts. I would make a candle out of this. I think a lot of people would like it, especially since it's very sweet. Last but not least, we have Autumn Glow. Have no idea what to expect. Apple cider, something woodsy, and then I'm lost. Pine, which is like the woodsy smell, and cedar, which is the base. There's eucalyptus. Juniper, cranberry, clove. Yeah, this is like another good like autumn mix medley thing. I wouldn't choose this one over other autumn medley scents. Okay, and that's it for candlescience, and I'm officially a little bit in pain. Not actual pain, I'm still seeing straight, but I'm just really excited to start making some candles, so let's finish this up. Next one, dupe fragrances. Recently heard about them. They're a smaller brand, don't have as many fragrance oils. They do have some really cool unique ones. I definitely want to do candle supplier reviews of just like individual suppliers at a time, like per video. Autumn Deserts. By the way, these are plastic and the candlescience ones are plastic, unlike makesy and brambleberry, which are glass. This smells good. It smells a little faint though. Like it's not as strong as some of these other ones I've been smelling. Just realized I call this Autumn Deserts. It's Autumn Desserts. That's so embarrassing. I'm not even gonna cut that out. You guys can laugh at me if you want. Now it's not what I expected. Now Autumn Desserts, I'm expecting some really sweet stuff with a little bit of like allspice and cinnamon in there. So this isn't as accurate as I would like it to be, but it does smell good. It smells more like silky and woodsy. Not my fave. Fall Carnival, which I think it does smell like Fall Carnival. See, accurate. I'm getting kettle corn, but like caramel corn, caramel apples, the candy corn. I'm getting some of that. And then like I think there's also some sort of musky, like woodsy fallen leaves type thing. I'm not sure about this one though. Autumn in New York. Very excited about this one, and sorry to disappoint you, but I actually already tried this one because I was so excited and I love it. It smells like the city in a good way after it rained, in a good way. You're like walking through Central Park, you're crunching on the leaves, you're wearing a cute little flannel. I do smell the incense in here, which I think is why I like it. The top notes are soil and wet leaves. I'm putting it in my absolutely yes pile. All right, that was Dupe Fragrance Co. On to the last one, vinevida. This one I recently heard about via an Instagram ad and I'm so happy. Okay, this is the smallest size that they offer. Mahogany teak wood. Love the bottle, by the way. It is plastic. Not necessarily just for the fall time. I do associate mahogany with autumn, anything like woodsy. It smells like a cozy day inside while the leaves are falling. It smells like a man's cologne in a great way, and it smells sophisticated, it smells strong. I like almost don't want to make this part of a fall collection though. I kind of want it to be its own standalone candle, a year-round scent, but it would be appropriate if you had some sort of mahogany teak wood fall scent. I think this is my absolutely yes spot. Frankincense and myrrh, which is interesting because I think we've seen this before. This one is from Makesy. This one is from vinevida. Let's see how they compare. It smells exactly like frankincense. Oh, it smells different. This one's almost a little bit sweeter somehow. This one's almost a little bit spicier. I kind of like this one better. Vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. I think this might be a dupe for a Bath and Body Works scent. I like the seal thing. I am hearing like the air, like, you know? So that means it is properly sealed in well. It smells really sweet. I think I might not be a marshmallow person because this had very high reviews on their site, but something about the sweet marshmallow, but I think people would love it. Like, I think people like this kind of stuff. Okay, warm vanilla sugar. I can't smell this one at all. Giving it a second chance. Our version of Santal 33. Someone tell me how to say that, please. This is the dupe for the popular perfume from Le Labo, maybe? And it smells so freaking good. A burst of fresh green notes await you with cucumber and mint. Oh, I didn't even realize it's cucumber. It is. It so obviously smells like cucumber. What the heck? Like a splash of sandalwood and cedarwood, and I love that. This one is going to be part of my main collection. Not even fall. Like, I like this one so much. Last but not least, we have blueberry cobbler. I smell the blueberry, but I also smell something that's really strong, and I'm not sure if I like it. Then again, do I know what blueberry cobbler smells like? Absolutely not. There's something fake smelling about it. Last but not least, I do want to show you guys the fragrance oils that I currently use for my fall collection. As of last year, I've been making these candles and I love them. After smelling some of these newer ones, I might switch up the ones that I have on my shop, but this is what I use. Pumpkin Chai from Candlescience. This is by far my favorite chai scent. It's my favorite. and it does have a hint of pumpkin in it, but I don't think it's so strong where if you don't like the scent of pumpkin, you're kind of like put off by it. That's from Candlescience. Also from Candlescience is pumpkin souffle. This one is more pumpkin-y. It's a little sweeter. It smells more like a baked good. Another one from Candlescience, hot apple pie. This one is delicious. I mean, you know, I'm biased for my apple suns. It smells so comforting. This one I actually use as a year-round fragrance for one of my candles, Backwoods Hike. I call it something different. I call it like cedarwood, patchouli, and clove or something like that. And this smells so woodsy in like a very fresh way. It smells amazing. This one's from Brambleberry. Okay, let's start making these candles. Hello, welcome back. It's a few days later. It's probably 3-ish days since I've made these trials, and I'm ready to give my final feedback on all of these fragrance oils. If you remember, I had a bunch of different categories. I had a absolutely yes pile, an absolutely no pile, a I'm kind of indifferent pile, like not I like it, but and I had a to be smelled later pile because I couldn't really like decide based on just smelling it out of the bottle. Let's get into each of them. I was pretty spot on with a good amount of these, but some of them I did end up changing my mind, so I'll let you know. Real quick, I did create these very temporary cute labels that honestly, I don't know if I want them to just be temporary, but they're very cute. I use the same font that I use for my matcha coffee, like those sorts of candles, like the fun ones for my coffee shop collection and like my fall collection. And I really like the font. I think it gives very like holiday vibes without it being too cheesy. Starting with my to be smelled later pile because I really couldn't smell too much out of the fragrance oil bottle. I feel like most of these ended up being a I'm indifferent kind of scent. Cycled cardamom and pecan cream is okay. It's a really good option if you want like a nuttier scent, and it comes off really strong. I love that it's upcycled, but I have other options that I personally like better. But this one is like definitely something I would recommend. The maple bourbon, apples maple bourbon from Candlescience is also really good. I don't know why I'm showing it to you guys as if like, here, I smell then you smell. This one is also, it has a very strong cold throw and it's delicious. The bourbon isn't too strong where you're kind of like cringing from the alcohol. It's actually very delicious and not as sweet as the makesy maple chai and sweet cream that I said was really sweet. It's a good mix. Cashmere was kind of a miss for me. Maybe if I burn it, I'll get like a good hot throw, but it's whatever. Vanilla chestnut is from Candlescience and I love it. This one I'm deeply considering. It's very sweet, we'll say that. And you're getting a good amount of the chestnut, so very yummy. And then Sugar and Spice, which is from Brambleberry. Okay. I smell it, but I'm not really getting anything from it. Moving on to the I'm indifferent pile. This smells really good, but I wasn't getting like fireworks, you know? Pumpkin and persimmon from Makesy, actually really yummy. I would include this in my fall collection if I wasn't trying to keep the number of items in my fall collection just down to 5 candles. But I would use this, guys. Take it from me. Steal it. Use this one. It's delicious. People will love it. I still do not know what persimmon is. Please let me know in the comments. Blossoms and Vanilla Woods, also from Makesy. This one is good. It's sophisticated. I do have other ones that I like better. Flowering Clove and Sandalwood. I should also let you guys know how it looks once I pour these. I didn't do the best job of fixing up the tops of these. I blow dried them a little bit. This one is also good. I like my sandalwood scent better than this one, low-key, but this one is like, if you think of like a fall version of a sandalwood, scent. This is it. Okay, I think we should move on to my absolutely no pile. I did make these because sometimes candles surprise you after you mix them in with the wax. It smells slightly different. Soy wax does have like a slight scent to it, so it might like calm down the actual fragrance oil. So I decided to make all of these just to give them all another chance, and I'm very glad I did because I found some of these that actually I ended up really loving. Apple rind and cinnamon. I remember I said this was way too like tart, and it balances out so well when in the candle. So this one's actually really good and I recommend it. I'm getting a good amount of cinnamon, good amount of tart apple, but I don't like get like that squeamish feeling like when I smelled it out of the bottle. Maple chai and sweet cream. I'm actually in love with this one. I know I said it was too sweet. Let me give you guys a little secret. I'm gonna do a nostalgia collection. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but this reminds me of Sunday morning breakfast with pancakes and maple syrup. So I think I would use this for other purposes, not for like a fall collection. It's maple chai and sweet cream. I'm not getting too much chai, honestly. I'm mainly just getting maple, and for that reason I'm going to be making this like pancake and maple syrup kind of candle. Every time I look at this, I want to say autumn deserts, and it makes me embarrassed. This one has like very little cold throw. Autumn glow. This one's like the kind of fall scent I don't like. I can't recall exactly what was in this. I probably mentioned it earlier, but it's not for me. The next few I was spot on with me not liking it. So the sunflower and sandalwood, not for me. I like plain sandalwood. I think I know what sunflowers smell like now, and I don't think they're my favorite. Then we have the pumpkin sandalwood one. Same with this one. This one doesn't even have too much of a scent. Yeah, okay. Pumpkin sandalwood, sunflower sandalwood from Brambleberry. That's a skip for me. And then the frankincense and myrrh from Makesy was also like not the biggest hit for me. It smells okay. Sorry. I don't know. I feel bad, but just my opinion. Natural macadamia latte and chai leaves. I don't recall what I felt about this, and it does smell a lot like macadamia. I wouldn't do it. I'm actually saving the ones that I ended up choosing for my fall collection till the end, so I'm skipping a few here, but that's the reason why. Toasted marshmallow and pumpkin brulee surprised me. I was like, wait, is this kind of really yummy? I really liked it. I do get like a weird like burning smell, but that's like the brulee part, obviously. I think people would buy this simply because of the name. Obviously you can name this whatever you want. You don't have to use like the same names as the fragrance oils, but I would call this pumpkin brulee. It's pretty accurate. Cranberry Mediterranean fig. Oh, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Nope. It's very sour. It's like it's not the sweet kind of cranberry sauce, it's like sour cranberries. And this one is the Silky Woods and Ambrosial Spice, also from Makesy, and it's okay. I'm not getting too much of a cold throw. I should also say that I've only waited 3 days, and I normally wait a week to 2 weeks to let these set. Vanilla pumpkin and marshmallow. I'm getting less of a throw from this one than the pumpkin brulee from Makesy, but this one is simpler. You don't get the fiery smell from the Makesy one. So if you really did want to do like a marshmallow scent, I would go with that one. This one's blueberry cobbler, and I hate it. Okay, moving on to my absolutely yes pile. I was really excited about all of these, and some of them I had to be like, wasn't as great as I thought it'd be, but most of them are pretty good. Mahogany and teakwood, this one was my favorite. This one is not just going to be in my fall collection. I will make this into like a core collection item. I really like it, and it's very strong, like a super strong cold throw. And they also had, oh, that was from vinevida, by the way, and this one's also from vinevida, the frankincense and myrrh, which is exactly the same title as the Makesy fragrance oil, and I think this one's better. It has like a slightly sweet smell to it, almost like they mixed in some sort of citrus, and I like this one a lot better, and it has like a stronger cold throw than the Makesy one. It's on Santal 33, and it smells really good. Then we had a couple of apple ones, apple sage and crisp apple rose. I loved both of them. I just can't choose both of them because that would be too much. And I actually made some of these candles into bigger tins because I just wanted to. This came out so perfect, and I didn't even heat gun this. This one's apple rose, and it's very nice. I wouldn't do it for fall. I already have a lot of apple things that I'm making, so I just had to choose, but I would definitely recommend both of these apple ones from Brambleberry. Okay, pumpkin spice. Also made it into a big one. This one It smells very good. Very strong cold throw. And then baked apples and mulled spice also was very good. Very strong cold throw. I think that's it of the ones I wanted to talk about right now. Sorry if I missed a few, but those were the updated reviews after I put them into candles. Now, let me tell you about my absolute favorite ones. After mixing them in with the soy wax, it's 100% soy wax, and letting them sit for 3 days, I did decide on a few that I'm almost certain are going to be part of my fall collection. So these are like the winners. The first hit. So this one right here, warm flannel. Who would have thought? I didn't even know what flannel smelled like before going into this. I think it's a very simple fragrance. It smells like a few different things. Definitely like cotton and like woodsy type scents. I think the name of it is really smart, and I think that people will smell it and be reminded of like a cozy home. This one's from Brambleberry. The next one is also a big container, cinnamon chai from Candlescience. This one does have some discoloration, by the way. It turns like slightly orange, but this one I think is going to be the perfect chai scent. Another one from Candlescience. I was so surprised. Cranberry Prosecco. It's so good. I think people are going to love this one, especially since I know they love my lime sangria candle. Next one, so shocking. Harvest melange and clove leaves. When I mixed it into the candle, I was so surprised at how great it smells and how you almost like can't put your finger on what it smells like exactly. You're kind of just like, it smells like fall. Next one shocked me so hard because this one was in my absolutely no pile, I'm pretty sure. Buttery caramel and spice cider. I know what you're thinking. I was like, it's too buttery, blah, blah, blah. But it works in the candle. And I think people are gonna smell this and just like feel nostalgic. I might mix this with one of the apple scents because that could be really great. Great cold throw, obviously. This one's from Makesy. This one I'm a little bit unsure about still. I put it aside as one of my favorites just in case I end up loving it. It's Autumn Spice and Pumpkin Patch from Makesy. I really like this, but I'm not sure if it's too similar to the buttery caramel spice cider one. That was Autumn Spice and Pumpkin Patch from Makesy. And then the last one, I kind of knew which ones I would really love, and that's why I made some of them in the big tins, but this one's Autumn in New York by Doop. It smells like the city, but in a good way, and I can't. I wanted to have a mixture of like really sweet and yummy scents and also really sophisticated musky scents. Other ones that I really love that I mentioned, like the mahogany teakwood, will be on my shop. It will, absolutely. And the Santal, I need to learn how to say these things, 33 will be on my shop 100%. In all honesty, there's so many of these that I wish I could put on my shop because they're all delicious. Hopefully this helped. Just because I didn't pick it for my shop doesn't mean I don't recommend it. I recommend most of these. Okay, the giveaway. I am going to split all of these up into 3 different boxes and ship them out to 3 of you guys. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed and comment down below in this video which of these fragrance oils you're most excited to try out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this fragrance oil review was kind of helpful. I've never done this before. I didn't really know what to say. I was kind of just giving my opinions, but hopefully it was helpful in a small way. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.